Hey, my name is Nicole Casanova, and I work with entrepreneurs and leaders and people who are shifting the game, and I get them to focus on the art of leverage. So I'm fortunate I get to work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and often as they are scaling their companies, they have minimal resources and they're doing everything they can to move as quickly as possible. And when that's the case, the best way to get from here to there is to find the shortcut. And leverage is that shortcut. So I'm excited. We're going to be talking about, the 5 major elements for mastering the art of leverage. And I'll tell you about some of them right now. So the first one is mindset. Mindset matters. It is critical. It shows up in every single thing that we do. So mindset shows up in the people that we hire, the product we put out there, our pricing, our messaging, every single element. I mean, you can have the best product ever. You can have marketing that's winning awards. You could be in the right room with the right players, but if you don't know your value and your worth, you're not going to make the ask, and you're going to sabotage yourself every time. So mindset is critical. And then the next piece is monetization. So, there are leaders out there. There are people who are leading. Maybe it's a tech startup. Maybe they're speaking. They've got a company that's profiting maybe even millions. But at what cost? To be a top, let's say, speaker and to be on the road 80% of the time, is that sustainable? So really looking at what are the best ways that you can monetize this business and find the best revenue streams, the ones that provide the most margins. So that's the next piece, is really looking at and getting conscious about what is the true cost of what we're putting out there. Is it something that's going to be sustainable over time? The next piece is around strategic partners. So I joke and I like to say that if possible, I like to have somebody else do the work for me, right? So the best way to catapult ourselves is to find that perfect person and that perfect company that has exactly what we need. So I guarantee there's probably one person out there that has 100 of your perfect client, or maybe they've got a ton of awareness and you can ride their marketing dollars, or maybe they have a whole new revenue stream and you can build out maybe they've got another piece of technology or another offering, and now you have a new revenue stream because of the partnership you've made. So being able to go after the right partners is a really, really big deal, because they're going to be the ones that will, in many ways, do the work for you. And I'm a big fan of that. So if you can cut corners and have somebody else take you from here to there, that's the best way to do it. So that's third, right? We went through mindset, we went through monetization, and then strategic partners. And then we want to focus on messaging, because you want to make sure that you're speaking to their WIFM, their what's in it for me. So once you know exactly the partner that you want to go after, like the partner you want to connect with and partner with, then getting clear on what their big gaps are and how you solve that is critical. And being able to set up your messaging in a way that hooks them will get you in the door anywhere. And if you can get really clear on what their nightmare is and speak to that, but then also really, really paint the picture of what can be, show them the dream, the outcome of what will happen if you're working together, that's when things will start to gel. So understanding your why, making sure that you're selling from your why, getting very clear on your client's why, and making sure that what you provide actually will support that. And then the last piece. The last piece is all about selling and having a different shift in mindset and seeing selling as serving. So I can't tell you how many people I'm mentoring a few different accelerators, and I'll speak to these entrepreneurs and I'll ask them, well, what comes up when you hear the word salesperson? And every single comment is pushy, aggressive, Marmy, and like every single comment, none of them are positive. And I'd say, you know, you're so lucky you got into an accelerator, and if everything goes right on pitch day, maybe you're going to get funding, and then what? Now you're beholden to an ex-boss. They're going to want to see a higher valuation. I don't care who you are. You might be a developer. It doesn't matter. You have to be focusing on revenue and cash flowing. And so the way to shift that, because if I walk in the door and I'm going to pitch you on investing in my company or partnering with me, and my belief is that salespeople are assholes, or however you want to say it, they're jerks, how's that going to go? That's really not going to help me. If I reframe that and I see that I'm really serving you because I truly know what it is that you need, and I'm only there because I know that I can support you with that, then that changes everything. And, you know, I even like to say that we are all in partnership. I mean, you're basically looking to, in many ways, commit to someone, almost like a marriage. So if I don't have a perfect win for you on a silver platter, then it's like, well, maybe today's not the best day for us to partner. You know, maybe there's another day in the future. So those are some of the elements of the Art of Leverage process. Of course, you know, we can dive deep and really get an understanding of, you know, what are those limiting beliefs that are holding you back? You know, how are you conveying what it is that you do in a way that people are really going to resonate with it? Is your company set up to support you over time, even if you're driving revenue? Where is it driving you? Is it driving you like to drink? Who knows? And how do you actually find the right partners and create the connections that are going to last forever and serve them? So those are some of the elements. I'm really excited to connect with you. Looks like we're going to be hanging out soon. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to connect with me.